guys, it's Madeline. Thank you so much for being here to watch my video. If you enjoy it, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below to help my channel grow. Otherwise, let's just dive right in because I think this is about to be the spiciest Sephora haul I've ever done. Like, I am upset, people. I genuinely do not think I have ever been this displeased over so many things that I have purchased from Sephora. So we just need to talk about some stuff. Like, if anything, this video is more so like I bought it so you don't have to. It's gonna be about what I'm keeping, exchanging, or completely returning. And honestly, like, I spent a lot of money. This was probably the most expensive purchase I have ever done during the Sephora sale, and the majority is going back. But let's dive into everything that I am so unhappy with. So a good amount of what I repurchased were restocks, but the majority of the new things I bought to try, I am unhappy with. I feel like it's only right to start off with the newest, hottest luxury foundation on the market. I'm not pleased, you guys. So this is the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. If you are into beauty, you know, you've heard it. You might want to try it if you haven't already. And I just want to know, why are we paying $58 for this foundation if we have to try to make a shade work? If I am paying this price, even with 20% off, this shade better be traceless. It better be seamless. This shade should be non-existent on my skin if I am paying this price for a foundation. Why does Hourglass keep launching different foundations if they can't get their shades right? Undertones, awful. They're pretty much all yellow. They're anything but neutral. I started with 6.5N thinking like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is the only shade that's gonna work for me. And it was too tan and pulling too much yellow. And I'm like, the only other neutral shade below this is 5N. Why, for this price range, are we jumping from 5N to 6.5N? Where if you get a Dior foundation, I mean, you've got 0N, 1N, 1.5N, 2N, 2.5N, so on and so forth. And I know I cannot be the only one angry about it out there. This looks like I have a mask on my face. Like I am a corpse because of how yellow this undertone is. It just completely clashes with my neutral undertones. I'm frustrated because this is a beautiful foundation. Like, it could hands down be one of my most favorites if they got the shades right. But considering I already exchanged this for the 5N and now it's just a light yellow, I'm good. So this is going back. The brush that they made with it is also a little bit pathetic, which, you know what, maybe I would be able to vouch for this expensive little guy if this was spot on and heavenly. But this brush, let me double check the pricing without it on sale. $47. Why did I even justify this purchase? It is such a tiny brush. I really thought that it could be something special. Look at that size. It's so like, it's streaky. I tried to do it like sideways and that was the best bet. But I'm so unhappy with these two together. I'm like using this little foundation brush to blend in this yellow foundation that I paid way too much money for. The brush isn't even that great. I mean, if I never tried, I would have never known. If they were to actually correct their shades, I would actually repurchase this. Like, if they actually came out with neutral shades, this would be a go. And God forbid you try a cool tone, you're just gonna end up with peach because cool tone equals peach, right? No. I am so upset about it. I just gotta stop talking about it because I think you guys got my point. And I'm so unhappy about those two products that, like, I think I like that I got from Hourglass. I'm just so like, Like, say you're going shopping for clothes and the things you try on are just not it, and then you just decide you don't want anything, you're not feeling it, the moment's not right. That is kind of how this haul went for me. I'm like, what is going on here? I do think that I like the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder that I got, but I'm still just like, do I? I'm pretty sure that I will be keeping this because it is such a soft highlight. Do I think it still is worth the price? No, I would not purchase this if I did not get 20% off. And honestly, you would think that this is the mini size. This is the full size. It is too much money. Considering there's a mini option, what is that gonna be, like a quarter of this? I don't know. I feel like it probably doesn't even look that tiny on camera compared to in person. I'm like, I mean, I am like heavily critiquing Hourglass because their products are expensive. It's a luxury brand. So like, I want to be getting my money's worth. I want you guys to be getting your money's worth. And I'd much rather be nitpicky about it than being like, okay, I bought all this stuff. Bye guys. Like, no, I'm here to show you guys the honest truth. So I did want more of a natural, subtle, lit from within highlighter instead of just like a beam on my cheekbone. This is in the shade Euphoric, and this is it. It is actually really pretty. Okay, the next two things that I am the most upset about. Let's talk about the Dior Backstage concealer. If you watch my videos, you know how much I love the Dior Backstage foundation. And I was finally like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the concealer because I bet it's just as good. When I tell you guys that these two products ruined my makeup this morning and I had to completely wash it off and start over again, honestly, there's nothing that like makes my blood boil more than having to start over. Cause also like I have sensitive skin and it's like I just washed it, I put on my skincare, now I'm putting on my makeup, and now I gotta do it all over again. My skin is not happy with me today. The Tarte Smooth Operator Powder. I need to stop thinking that their little Amazonian clay products are going to do wonders for my oily skin because it just never works out. Like something always goes wrong. So I guess since I started off with it, let's dive more into the Dior Backstage concealer. So I did get it in the shade 0CR. That's Cool Rosy. And I liked the shade. I'll give it that much. Like I thought it looked really good. I mean, if you were like a no makeup girl, if you only wear concealer, this could be good. Possibly, but this is like trying to be the main character here. Like it was moving my foundation underneath and it left little streaks of like glitter, blended out glitter, and I was like, oh no. I remember people talking about this in the review. It's such a cute concept. I love the packaging. I think it's adorable. And this I already exchanged because I didn't try the first shade that I got. I just knew that wasn't gonna be brightening enough. The 1C, I think. I wanted a cooler tone to kind of like brighten my under eyes even more, but it's just like, I actually don't like the applicator. With it being kind of like a stiff brush tip, I think that it applies it a little too harsh. It was just weird, okay? I'm like, no, I already found the concealer that I love, so I'm just gonna stick to it. I did repurchase my all-time favorite concealer. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. My perfect shade in this is 0.5N. I just cracked this open and used my new one for the first time today, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. Where like the Dior Backstage was competing too much with the foundation and like trying to take it off basically and just be itself versus like working with the foundation, this does exactly that. It just like airbrushes right on top with the foundation and does what it's supposed to do. Like there is no competing, there's just like effortless blending and it looks so beautiful. Laura Mercier definitely knew what they were doing with this. Now let's dive into this lovely Tarte Smooth Operator Powder. Now Tarte, I would just like for you to explain to me please why this felt like I was putting cornstarch on my face, which I can attest to because in 8th grade when I was DIYing and doing this Pinterest makeup hack stuff, like I did. I was mixing cornstarch with my foundation for my oily skin. Pinterest had me making homemade bronzers. I mean, I was on it, you know? This is so bad, you guys. Like, it felt like it was going anywhere but my face. Like, I am putting it on, and then it's like a dust storm in my room, and I'm like, is the powder even on my face? Oh my gosh. The texture is on the container. It is that bad. I just thought maybe, you know, maybe this high-end powder would be better than my ColourPop No Filter setting powder, and no, absolutely not. Like, that is also my OG. I'm just gonna stick to it because it works and it's affordable. I can't get over this, you guys. It went straight into my eyeballs. I was like, oh my gosh, rubbing my contacts, and then at that point there was no going back. Like this concealer looked awful, and then this on top of it, it was so white on my nose. It was so weird, you guys. My eyes are like sore, itchy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go take my contacts out. I need to wash all of this off. I need to spray contact solution in my eyes, which made them burn even worse. And then it was like white little chunks were like coming out of my eyes. It sounds so dramatic because it was such a weird situation. I'm like, no. Like, you two are going back. All right, moving on. Actually, before I forget about it, I wanted to talk about the blush that I already returned because it just was not great. It was the Nars blush in the shade Behave. This blush was just so underwhelming, and that is the best way to put it. Like, I'm happier with my Burt's Bees blush. So I was just like, yeah, for this price, I'm good. It's going back. The color just didn't even look good on my skin tone, which I was hoping it would because it's described as a matte pink mauve, so I thought it would be good, but it was just, no, it was underwhelming. And then I wanted to get a bronzer that looks a little bit more natural for fall and winter because I love my Jaclyn Hill bronzer for the summertime, but it's just a little much for this time of year. For the longest time, I have been wanting to try this Dior bronzer. This is their Forever Natural Bronze. I got it in the shade 5, and I think I need to go down just one shade and it'll be perfect. So I am going to be exchanging this because I used it for the first time today and I'm actually pretty pleased. I mean, it could definitely be bigger for the price. It's the same size as their highlights. Yeah, it's the exact same size as their highlighter. This is their highlight. I mean, for a bronzer, you'd think you would get like a little bit more, especially for the price. But because it was a sale, I decided to splurge on it, and at least I can be like somewhat happy about this. So it is darker than I thought it was gonna be. It looked lighter on their online photos. So I'm probably gonna be a shade 4, but I gotta go check in store. I mean, otherwise it looks really good on. It's not like patchy or anything. So I'm really happy with this. This just needs to get exchanged. I bought a couple Sephora brushes that I've already been using. So this is a packaging for them. And I'm actually really happy with these. So it's so weird because it doesn't have the same name on their packaging. Like it just says that this is the Sephora powder brush and the Sephora foundation brush. But online specifically, this is their makeup match line. So I don't know why I wouldn't say that on the packaging. They're so soft. I really prefer powder brushes to be this style too. I love when it's like a little bit flatter versus just like a round powder brush. I just feel like it applies powder so effortlessly, I guess you would say. And this is a really great foundation brush. It's so soft and these are more affordable. I feel like by the way they look, this looks like I bought these at TJ Maxx. Like no shade on TJ Maxx, but I mean, it is a more affordable option in the Sephora range. So for the low price, these are really good quality brushes. And the Sephora collection is 30% off during the sale. So I recommend these. Okay, also from the Sephora collection, I'm gonna try a new sponge cleanser. So Sigma, I actually collaborated with a Sephora brand and I'm really excited to try this. So this is just their brush cleanser formulated with all natural ingredients. I thought it sounded really good and the price of this isn't much more than the original Sephora collection cleanser. So I'm like, oh, I'll just give this one a try. Even though this just says brush cleanser, in the description of the website, it says you can use it for blenders too. So I'm really excited, just something different to try. So that's more of a restock than anything. Another restock is my Youth to the People Superfood Cleanser. These two things are products that I'm not out of yet, but I know that I would be before the next Sephora sale comes around, so I figured I would just stock up on them now. Everything about this cleanser has just worked for me and my skin, so I'm sticking to it. I love it. It's simple, good ingredients. It doesn't strip my oils too much because I know I have like dehydrated oily skin, so that's just like a whole different ball game I'm in right now. And this has just always worked this whole time. There's just no questions asked with this, so I'm gonna keep using it because I know it's good for my skin. Another product that's a restock is my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore-Tight Toner. This is just the mini size and I actually own the mini size and I'm not done with it yet, and I just know that like I've had it for a long time at this point. I need to replace it. So that's pretty darn impressive because you only need a little bit of this at a time, and I apply it with my fingers. Even though it's liquid, I just like dump it on and then pat it on. This is just something so simple too that works for my skin. If I want that like overnight chemical exfoliation, this is amazing for my sensitive skin. So I figured it's about time to get another one of those. Another product that was very underwhelming was the magical Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I just don't understand what it is. Like the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist is perfect. But I'm like, you know what? The claims of this seriously do sound like magic, so I'm just gonna give it a whirl and see how it is. I don't see a difference. So she's going back. Like I'd rather just pay $16 for the Morphe versus $36 for one that doesn't really do anything that it claims. It doesn't do anything different. If anything, Morphe is just like, it does what it says it does. This is like party all night, stay all day, primes and sets for up to 16 hours. No melting, no fading, no creasing. And it's just like, yeah, no, you're just another basic setting spray. So I wouldn't waste your money on this one personally. Another restock were these little facial razors for my Sephora brand facial razor. Well, I don't need to open it to show you guys, but I'll just pop a picture somewhere of what their facial razor looks like. It is perfect. It is like such good quality, especially for being the Sephora brand. I would definitely suggest picking this up for Peach Fuzz during the sale, especially with getting it 30% off. So I have had mine for, I mean, I would say well over a year by now, and it comes with 3 razors, like right off the bat. It's such good quality, like I can't even believe it's as affordable as it is. So I just purchased the refills on the razors because they're interchangeable. Like it's a nice metal razor and then you can just slide in and out the razors. So just picked up more of those, which I need to shave my little Peach Fuzz stash actually. A couple of skincare products that I can genuinely be excited about. Let's talk about this cute little Sephora eye cream. Love the price range, love what it claims and what the ingredients are. It's filled with peptides. This is their firming eye cream. It says firm and smooth. So its main feature is the maca root. It says natural origin peptides from maca root extract known to decrease the appearance of wrinkles. I just needed like a good moisturizing situation for my eyes because I have noticed, especially in pictures in like broad daylight and stuff, I mean, this skin around my eyes is like, it's dry, which means it's like, it's starting a premature wrinkle, and I just need to nip that in the bud while I have a chance. And I just think that this is it. Like the reviews were really good on this little eye cream. Honestly, you get a lot because you don't, like you only need a little bit each time you use it. So really there's a lot in here. And I love the consistency of it too. It's almost kind of like moussey, I would say. Not like totally, like it's creamy, but just like a little hint of like a whipped texture. I think the little jar it's in is so cute too. So I have been using this all week long, every night, and it does not irritate my eyes. How I know an eye cream is not working out the best for me is if I wake up in the morning and my eyes are like itchy or goopy or something, because I'm just sensitive. Like I have allergies, and if an eye cream is flaring that up in my eyes, it's gotta go. This isn't doing that. My eyes have been totally fine each morning when I wake up. So that's a good start. I think the biggest thing for me is actually sticking to an eye cream. So like I've just gotta do it at night. I know it's only gonna help my skin in the long run, and I didn't want to blow money on a more expensive eye cream that the reviews weren't even that good on. Like, this is more affordable and the reviews were popping, so I feel like it's a win-win. Another product that I am so excited about, you guys, like this is the perfect consistency of a lip balm. This is the K-Skin Deepwater Nourishing Lip Mask, and it is just amazing. I love the color of this packaging too. It's so vibrant. So the little description on this is that it's a daily nourishing and antioxidant rich lip mask with a delicious vanilla brown sugar flavor that replenishes moisture levels for soft, supple, and hydrated lips. Totally, like 100% does what it claims. And then like when you open it up, it's just this beautiful neutral packaging. And I love how big it is for a lip mask. Isn't this just, I don't know. It's cool. I like it. And it does smell so good. I love it. It's just the perfect consistency, you guys. Like it's not super goopy, but it's not oily where it's like, it's so thin it doesn't feel like it's doing much. The first night I wore this, my lips felt healed. So this is definitely a good brand. The scent reminds me so much too of the Summer Fridays lip butter balms. So if you love the scent of that, I mean, you're gonna love this one just as much. Lastly, I purchased 3 fragrances. 2 of them were repurchases. One I was so excited about, you guys. Like I for sure thought that it was going to be my new signature scent, but it's just missing something. Like it's just not it. And I'm like, darn it all. So this is the Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia perfume. I mean, the little packaging is so charming. When I got it though, it was like this. And I was like, oh, what the? And then I realized it was supposed to be like this. And I was like, aw, that's cute. It's beautiful, it's just not for me. I don't know. It actually really irritated my throat and nose when I wore it at work the other day too. I was like, yeah, shoot. Like, I already thought it wasn't exactly what I wanted. And then when it irritated my sinuses, I was like, yeah, no, I guess it's just not for me. But it's beautiful. I would definitely like try more of her fragrances. It's just, this feels like it's lacking something. I don't know why I was expecting it to be a little bit warmer with how it sounded on the website. But I mean, this would be a gorgeous spring or summer fragrance. And I think it's very flattering. Yeah, I mean, I feel like anyone could wear this, but for $80 with whatever 20% off, it's just not what I was hoping for exactly. But perfect timing. My favorite YouTuber that I have been watching for the last decade, Stephanie Letta, she is so good at describing fragrances. I have blind bought 2 perfumes that she recommended and I love them. She's creating her own fragrance now and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is perfect timing, because once I realized that this wasn't working out for me and I like took back that Nars blush and exchanged the Dior Backstage concealer, yada yada, I smelled as many perfumes as I could while I was in there and I wasn't thrilled about any of them. I was like, this isn't me, this is okay, still not me. And you know, it's just like, oh. So I am totally planning now on blind buying her perfume, depending on how much it's gonna cost. She has not released that yet, but hopefully it doesn't totally break the bank because I'm so excited about it. So unfortunately, this one is going back. 2 restocks on the other hand that absolutely work out. The first is Chance by Chanel. This is their Tendre Eau de Toilette. This is amazing. I actually went through my whole little bottle of this and I still got the smallest size because it lasted me for 2 full years, over 2 full years. This is for sure my signature scent. Starting from like August 1st even through now, it's just something about it for that time period in the year is just right. I love it and I will continue to repurchase it. But now it's like things are kind of wrapping up. I want like a slightly warmer fragrance. This is just that perfect scent transitioning from like end of summer into fall. I repurchased it though because I know I'm gonna still be spraying it this time of year anyways. Next up, this is the perfect work perfume. So this is by the brand Clean Reserve. This is their warm cotton perfume and this is perfect. Like when I start my day, I spray what I want to wear at first. Like I've been going in with this every day, but then that midday pick me up when I want my scrubs to smell like fresh laundry again, this is it. And this is going to last so long too, because the one I had before was like this big and it lasted some time. So I just think that you can't go wrong with this. I mean, I wouldn't wear it as like a normal daily perfume, but just for that pick me up when you're at work, it just smells like laundry. So it's great when you want to refresh. Lastly, I purchased 2 Voluspa candles. The first one that I purchased is their Sparkling Cuvée, if I'm saying that correctly. This just smells almost like a fruity champagne. And honestly, I almost feel like I would like this more in the springtime. So I'm gonna keep it because if I returned it, I would just want it again that time of year anyways. I mean, I'm definitely gonna light it now just to see how it smells while it's burning. But the scent is described as sparkling wine, pomelo, woody oak, and rose petals. It's a very fresh, uplifting scent. And I feel like they have really upped their game with the packaging too. Like they've always had gorgeous packaging for their candles, but like check this out. Like this just rests on there. That's why I kept this little foam thing on. It just feels so elite. I don't know. I mean, this would make for a beautiful brush holder, or even like you could put little cotton balls in this in the bathroom once you burn through it. I just love the idea of repurposing their candles because it's just gorgeous. But I didn't stop there because I realized that they had a whole different fragrance I did not see that is perfect for the holiday season. And it's gonna be delivered tomorrow, so I don't have it yet for this video. So it is their Frosted Holly Berry candle, and I am so excited. Like I love Sparkling Holly Berries by Philosophy. I was using their body wash and lotion for the longest time. Like I would repurchase it again if it pops up at TJ Maxx all over again. So I'm like, ooh, I know I'm gonna love this candle. And they are actually sold out too of this size. They only have the mini size available now, which I feel like is not as good of a deal. But of course, it's in another gorgeous glass jar. It's silver. It's gonna smell so gorgeous. I cannot wait for it to get here. So I feel like that is more so going to be like this time of the year fragrance, or even like I'm gonna start burning this and then start using this. I just think that their candles are such a treat. And then like I said, once you burn through them, you can repurpose these beautiful glass containers, and that is officially everything. So I really hope that you found this video helpful. I'm sorry for all the complaining. I'm usually not like that, but like I said, I want to make sure you guys are also getting your money's worth. Like I'm pretty upset and I have a lot of stuff to take back. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. Again, if you guys found this video helpful, if you liked it, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go to help my channel grow. I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, I will see you all very soon.